All right, let's go ahead and look at the 5th grade book, chapter 5-1, and learn how to multiply fractions and whole numbers. The first thing that we're going to look at is the exercise 1, page 103 in the workbook. Here we go. The first one has you trying to find what 4 times 7 over 10 is. And in order to do that, we would go ahead and write our whole number 4 as a part of our fraction. The first way that you could do this is to go ahead and do a little bit of cancellation to find some factor, some number that will divide evenly into two of your numbers, something in your numerator and something in your denominator. And in this case, there is a number. If we look at the number 2, 2 can divide evenly into 4, and it can also divide evenly into 10. And the reason for doing this is we're simplifying before we get to the end of the problem. And it just makes the work a little bit easier because you're working with smaller numbers. So remember, we said that 2 was the number going into both 4 and 10, which means that basically we're dividing by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I can rewrite my new fraction or problem as 2 times 7 over 5. 2 times 7 I know equals 14. And we keep that denominator of 5. If we were going to turn this into a mixed number, then we would say, how many groups of 5 can we pull from 14? And I know that, here's a crooked number bond. I know that I can pull 10/5 and be left with 4/5. 10/5 I know translates into 2 wholes, and 4/5 stays the same. If I put them together, I end up with 2 and 4/5 as my final answer. Now, there is another way to do this, and it's quite similar to what we just did. Let's go ahead and look at the next problem here. On the next problem on page 103, we are looking at 6 times 5/9. What they've done here is they went ahead already and decided that they were going to do a little bit of cancellation. They said, hey, already I know that 6 and 9 can both have the same factor here, and the factor is going to be 3. 3 can go into 6 2 times, and 3 can go into 9 3 times. So if I rewrote my problem, it would be 2 times 5 over 9, which we can rewrite as 2 times 5, all as the numerator, over 9. We can multiply that. 2 times 5 is 10. We keep our denominator as 9, and I can rewrite that, remember, as a number bond of 9 over 9, or an addition problem in this instance, and 1 over 9. 9 over 9 is the same as 1, and we keep our fractional piece of 1 and 1/9. I am going to show you one of these where we do not cancel, we just follow the typical steps so that you have an idea. If you turn to page 104, we will do the next one. On page 104, let's look at D. We have 10 times 3/8. The way we would do this is instead of canceling anything out, we would go ahead and rewrite our problem as 10 times 3 is the numerator over 8. Solve accordingly. 10 times 3 is 30. Keep our denominator of 8. And we can rewrite that to simplify as 24 over 8. So we're pulling out as many wholes as we can. And we are left with 6 over 8. I know that 24 over 8 actually represents 3 wholes. And 6/8 just stays the same for now. Let's put them together to be 3 and 6/8. However, 6/8 can be simplified. If I were trying to find a number that could divide evenly into both of them, I could try 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I'm going to rewrite my answer here. Simplified whole number, simplified fraction, your final answer.